Pregnant by the Coldest Millionaire, Book 2, Part 2. So, Lindsay convinces Wynn to take her to her house, to his house, right? Because, man, they worked on souls, so they covered in blood, you know what I'm saying, everything. So, she just want to go get cleaned up, but she know that Winter stays at Wynn's house a lot. Or whatever. So when they get there, because it was an ongoing battle and he was not for it, he was just like, I do not want to be left alone with her. I do not want her in my house. I don't know what her angle is. Like, he got like that love hate type relationship with her at this point. So while they're there, she asks if the water is cold in Winter's room. So she comes in the room with him to get in the shower and gets in the shower with him. And of course, one thing leads to another. Boom, bam, bang, they go at it. You know what I'm saying? So he is in a headspace where she's reminding him of his wife. You heard me. Wife. Wynn got a wife, y'all. And her name is Laura. Lindsay got mad when Wynn said that she was a trophy wife. Because he told her, he said, what's your problem? You're a trophy wife? Because where your husband at? Why you out here all hours of the night by yourself? Where's your husband at? He ain't calling you. He ain't this, that, and the third. But the truth of the matter was she was in an arranged marriage. And she was only around for her husband's image. So she married him to benefit her mother. Her mother was in jail, pregnant with her sister. So, I'll get into that though. But she explained to him that her and her husband don't have sex because it's an arranged marriage. And she don't want to have sex with him. So he still expects for her to remain faithful. So she tried to get Wynn to open up, and she mentioned the pictures that are around the house. So keep in mind, Lindsay doesn't know who her daddy is. Never met her dad. Her mom gets child support payments for her, but she never met her dad at all, her whole entire life. And she realizes that the woman in the pictures at Wynn's house resembles her. So he told her about his wife, how they met, and when they eloped. So when they eloped, homegirl disappeared into thin air. Like Casper, she was gone. Like, just disappeared. And this is 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But he's still holding on to hope that he gonna figure out what's going on with her. He done hired detectives and everything in the past to look into it. And it kind of like just went cold. But eventually he gonna look back into it some more. He also told her that he was a virgin, like currently a virgin. So when they were in the shower and they had sex, that was his first time. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because she was like, he didn't act like that was his first time. But that was his first time. And his wife disappeared before they could have sex because they were supposed to have sex the night of their wedding. She went to go get ice from the ice machine and Caspered his ass, period. So, back at the hospital. Soul comes out of surgery, and in the process of her coming out of her waking up from the drugs and stuff, she started having flashbacks with her ex. So her ex, when she was in high school, his name was Ernest. He tricked her into going to his house one night. So I just want to let y'all know this is a trigger warning right here. So if you cannot deal with sexual assault, then just let's go to the next book. You know what I'm saying? Because this happens in this book, So he held her in his basement for a week until his mom found her half dead and violated. Like, he made this girl strip, wash, he beat her, he essayed over and over and over again. So he was never found. He fled. So she lives with this kind of fear that, like, where is he? You know what I'm saying? So she woke up to her dad in her room, and they spoke. And they have a very good relationship, and they left because the hens were coming in. That's what his dad and her dad and her boo is going to refer to them as the hens because they cackle. Really cute. But it's her mother, her grandmother, and her great-grandmother. And her dad hates them because they hate him. And they're just like a group of bitter women. And they raise Soul to kind of like be that way. Like, oh, man ain't shit. They ain't gonna do nothing but do the same thing to you over and over again, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Like, all men are the same. Let came in and informed her that Zayd knew about their location due to the Cherry Dolls group checks that they were in. So They never removed Let from this group text, which I don't understand why she wasn't removed. Sis went to jail for hurting one of the cheer dolls. Y'all should have exited her out of that. But because they didn't remove her, they went through her phone and found out about the surprise birthday party / engagement party that they were having for Noxie. So that's how he knew where to attack at. You know what I'm saying? She was informed also that the baby that she was carrying did not make it. Her mother and her grandmother badly talked about Wade because Wade wasn't in the room at the time that her mom and them walked in. So they're like, well, where the fuck is this nigga? He your man, and he's supposed to be the one here, and he the one had you pregnant, and all of this. Because, you know, they can't stand men. So he walked in and immediately started defending himself because everybody know Wade gives 0 fucks. Like, bitch, say it to my face. That's how he was. And he shut them down real nicely, real rudely, but real nicely. You know what I'm saying? And they kept bringing up Ernest, which was causing her to be uncomfortable. I don't even know why. Like, that's just beyond hateful. Because then you're just hurting your own family member at that point. Like, why you keep bringing him up, you know? But after he defended himself, they blamed him for Soul getting shot. So, mind you, when all of this was going on, Wade was shooting back at the car that shot Soul. So, his gun was found at the scene. Let me tell you about this fool, because Wade is crazy. But I love his craziness, though. It's like that good crazy that's crazy, but it ain't too crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I want you on my team type crazy. Like, you know, not Zayd crazy, Wade crazy, you know. So, they called the police on Wade. Yes, they called the police on him. So when they came to arrest him, he told them that he couldn't be arrested because of the Clear Act. He couldn't be arrested because of the Clear Act. Hold on, I lost my spot. Yeah, because of the Clear Act, which prevented them from doing so. So basically, this nigga has a room at the mental institution, and it's set up like a mini vacation for him. So he do shit and then claim temporary insanity. So he told these niggas that the gun was found at the scene because when he thought Soul was dead, he tried to shoot himself in the head. And he got bad aim, so he missed. Honey, when I tell you, I chuckled at that part. I chuckled. So he was under psychiatric care, and he had to stay there. So his therapist and his brother Wise, his attorney, they put him in a straitjacket and escorted him out of Soul's room. Now Soul was heartbroken because Soul was just like, I just went through this grave ordeal and I just woke up and now you're leaving me. You're like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, and the whole time he in there, he don't call her. He don't have no contact with her at all. And he had to stay for like 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? But it's a vacation away from home. Stay tuned for part 3.